This is going to go into the rivers of living water, which is actually the real baptism. Let the Christian church tell it is that the rivers the that you're supposed to be washed and baptized with is actually a literal pool that you're supposed to be dunked in, and that's just not the case. This is St. John 7 and verse 38. John chapter 7 verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So that's parabolic. That does not mean that your navel is going to start to spew out water. No, let's talk about out of your belly, meaning out of your mind, and out of your mind come out of your mouth. You will spew out the living waters, which is what? This truth. This truth is what the living waters is. That the water that's coming out of your belly, that is what you're supposed to baptize people in. You're supposed to submerge them in that water. Because this earth is reserved unto fire. And what counters fire? Water. So that's why you want to be submerged in spiritual water to avoid the physical fire that's coming upon this earth. Real quick, this is Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 1. Isaiah 44 and 1. Yet now, hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. And I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. That's the key word. And pour my spirit upon thy seed. Most High Spirit is the spirit of truth. That is the pouring of water. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. So when you pour something, you think of, something's in a pitcher, you tilt and you pour it. Well, it says, I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. So what do seeds need in order to grow? They need water. This is all going into that parabolic, poetic poetry. So this pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will, because this place is a dry place. This is a desert, as a what do they call it? I think when there's no water, a drought, and then you have rains and floods, and it makes everything flourish again. So here we are, we're being watered, here in the land of our captivity. This is Isaiah 41 and verse 17 says, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, Yahweh, will hear them. I, the God of Israel, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in high places, and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land springs of water. Again, that's the truth. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittah tree, and the myrtle, and the oil tree, and I will set in the desert the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree together. Now, if you're familiar with deserts, fir trees and pine trees and box trees don't grow there. But the Most High is going to set the trees there. What are those trees talking about? The teachers, the prophets. Those are the ones that's going to stand strong. Those watchmen standing on their tower. Did I read all of that? Verse 20, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of Yahweh have done this, and the Holy One of Israel hath created it. Why? Because here it is. It's a miraculous thing. This truth is going out because he has spent trillions of dollars to try to hide this truth. And here it is. The trees have been planted. The oil is being poured out. The waters are issuing out from the threshold of the house. Matthew 24, real quick. Matthew 24 should be 12. Matthew 24 and 12. Wait, nope, not 24 and 14. Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Then shall the end come. After this thing is preached everywhere. Then and only then will this captivity and ease kingdom come down. But it starts with the pouring out of that water, and which is this truth. Real quick, this is Jeremiah chapter 20 and verse 7. Jeremiah 20 verse 7. O Yahweh, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily, everyone mocketh me. For since I spake, I cried out, I cried violence and spoil, because the word of Yahweh was made a reproach unto me, and a derision daily. So, speaking this word, you get persecuted for it. Verse 9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones. And I was weary and with forbearing, and I could not stay. For I heard the defaming of many, fear on every side. Reports say they, and we will report it. All my familiars watched for my halting, saying, peradventure he will be enticed, and he shall prevail against, and we shall prevail against him, and we shall take our revenge on him. So this is the persecution for teaching this truth. It's not, you're not going to be popular for teaching this truth. You're going to be looked at as guys with dresses on, weirdos, Muslims, all types of stuff. But you have some people who this truth is not for them. Somebody has to play the role of being a 2/3. I'm gonna grab here in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, for I think that God hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. So we're the last ones up. You had Christianity, you had Islam, 2%, 4%, 5%, whatever the hell they call it. But then last but not least, in fact the greatest, you have Israel, the truth. The apostles come out last. And what are they doing? Casting down strongholds. Rebuking these false doctrines. This is Revelations chapter Fucking think I. Revelations chapter 2, I believe. Revelations 2 and verse 2. Revelations 2 and 2 says, I know thy works and thy labor and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil, and thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars. So basically, out there and rebuking, you have a lot of apostasy going on, you have a lot of false breakdowns that's going on. And the prophets are set up to rebuke them and to teach this truth. So the rivers of living waters is his truth. And with that, I hope this letter has been edifying. I'm going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS Ruel. Peace, salutations, and shalom.